In today's video, we will show you 3 megaprojects, including the construction of this gigantic bridge. Also, did you know that there is a church in Barcelona that architects have been working on since 1882? And that there is a new maglev train in the making that might set a new speed record? Before we go on, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Top Luxury. Is there a project you would like to see in a video? Let us know in the comments below. Number 3. Super Bullet Maglev Train. China is currently working on a high-speed maglev train that will be able to reach 620 kilometers or just over 385 miles per hour. This will make it even faster than the maglev train in Shanghai, which, after its premiere in 2003, became the fastest commercial electric train in the world, reaching speeds of up to 431 kilometers or 268 miles per hour. It would even be faster than the Chuo Shinkansen in Japan, which operates with similar technology and set a world record speed of 603 kilometers or 375 miles per hour in 2015. China's new Super Bullet train was recently introduced in the city of Chengdu. It earned its name from the bullet-shaped nose on the train. The engineers were originally inspired by the concept of futuristic vacuum tubes, which can allow trains to travel at the speed of planes, or even faster. Even though the Super Bullet train cannot go that fast yet, it is still impressive to reach this kind of speed on the ground. The prototype locomotive uses the new high-temperature superconducting technology. On the contrary to previous maglev trains that reached high speeds, this train relies on liquid nitrogen instead of helium. Superconductivity is achieved with the help of liquid nitrogen, which makes it possible for electricity to flow through the material without almost any loss of power. This can make the train float almost without electricity, and it can be moved very easily. At the site, a reporter succeeded in moving the 12-ton levitated locomotive with just one finger. Overall, the friction is reduced to a minimum, and the energy consumption has been optimized as well. In fact, a researcher from Southwest Jiao Tong University says the train can go much faster. Speeds of up to 800 kilometers or a little under 500 miles per hour may be possible. But for now, the engineers are still testing the vehicle, and they want to ensure it's safe and efficient enough for regular use. The Super Bullet is half the weight of a typical high-speed train, which makes it also easier to build the therefore needed infrastructure like bridges. 2 Chinese companies, known as the China Railway Group and the CRRC Corporation, spent about $9.3 million just to make the prototype of the new train, which made its debut in the world in January of 2021. The rail required for the train alone costs almost $40 million per kilometer to build, and the liquid nitrogen costs almost $40 million per kilometer as well. All those costs added together make it one expensive project. However, the architects claim that the actual operation of the vehicle will be cheaper than other magnetic levitation trains, such as the one in Japan. The timeline for when the Super Bullet will be open to the public has not been finalized yet. According to Professor He Chuan, who worked on the prototype, residents of China can enjoy the new vehicle sometime within the next 3 to 10 years. Number 2. Sagrada Familia. Located in Barcelona, Spain, the Sagrada Familia is a huge Roman Catholic minor basilica. Construction first began all the way back in 1882 under the Spanish architect Francisco de Paula del Villar. The project was soon taken over by the famous Antoni Gaudí, who was followed by over a dozen subsequent architects. Since then, the project has been put on hold a handful of times. The Spanish Civil War caused some delays, and the original drawings and models for the building were destroyed in the 1930s. On top of that, a fire in 2011 burned down the sacristy inside the building. The construction of the church has also required a lot of money. This massive project also had to acquire the most expensive permit ever in the city of Barcelona. Overall, the estimated price of the finished Sagrada Familia will be over $450 million. Plus, it is expected that another $43.6 million will have to be spent over the next decade to finish the church. Most of the costs are funded through donations. Despite all of the obstacles that came up since construction started over a century ago, it seemed like an end date for the project was finally on the horizon. In 2019, the current architect believed that he could finish the project by the year 2026 to celebrate the centenary of Gaudi. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic halted construction for a few months in March of 2020. They have been able to resume building the last quarter of the project since July of 2020, but it is yet to be determined when exactly the building will be completed. The architects are hoping to finish the church's second tallest tower of the Virgin Mary by the end of 2021. The surrounding apartments around the Sagrada Familia still have to be demolished to allow people to directly enter the main temple though. Once it is finally finished, it will stand at about 172 meters or 566 feet in the air. That will officially make it even taller than St. Paul's Cathedral. The Sagrada Familia will officially beat the record for the tallest church in the world. To honor the memory of Gaudi, the interior design includes carvings of different animals to show his love for nature. There are multicolored stained glass windows and detailed geometric patterns all over the inside of the church too. Although the Sagrada Familia is not officially finished yet, some parts of the building are currently open to the public. In fact, the area receives over 4.5 million visitors per year. Pope Benedict himself visited when he consecrated the nave back in 2010. Since July of 2017, the church has been used every Sunday for an international mass, which is only open to those who receive a prior invitation. Tourists or local residents can enjoy traveling underneath the basilica to see the tomb of the late architect Antoni Gaudi. It has even received international praise for containing the best museum and attractions in 2020. It was also recognized as a World Heritage Site under UNESCO as a way to celebrate Antoni Gaudi's creativity. Number 1.